Hi, and welcome to the Soul Stripping Spa Show. My name is Oyin Consola Alabi, and it is my pleasure to be your host this evening. There's something very exciting about the Soul Stripping Spa Show. It will be a blend of professionalism and humor at every particular time. So, thank you so much for joining today from any part of the world. I would like to know where exactly you're joining from as you show up at the Soul Stripping Spa Show. My name once again is Oyin Consola Alabi. I work as the emotions doctor and the founder of Emotion City in Lagos, Nigeria, and in Texas, USA. It is my pleasure to be your host one more time and once again. And I would just like to know where exactly you are coming in from. The Soul Stripping Spa Show is going to be extremely exciting. It's going to be extremely interactive. And we're going to be having so much fun every Friday. So it's the Friday Drive Time live show where we're talking about everything from professionalism to sexuality to spirituality to anything personal to anything you want to be, creativity to values to beliefs, everything that makes a human being function, everything that makes a human being increase performance, productivity, and of course, profitability. Because if it's not making money, it may not necessarily be making sense. Sometimes you need to blend money and meaning together. So it is my pleasure to be here and to be your host one more time. Please let me know where you were watching from. Please let me know what part of the world you were streaming in from. Let me know what part of the world you are watching me from. What part of the world are you connecting and logging in from? I see that all of us have been going through this together, what they call a pandemic. And I know that we have been trying so hard to survive the pandemic. Some of us have lost people. And quite truthfully, I just want to say that I'm sorry. I don't know what you are going through and how, but be rest assured that I feel you, not necessarily that I understand the pain. I would be untruthful if I say so, but I know what it is to lose someone and I know the feeling that comes with it. So I know that you'll be struggling with a lot of things, struggling with processing the details, struggling with grief, struggling with how to move on or where to move on to, and a lot of things. So if you've lost anybody during this pandemic, my condolences. I do not have too many things to say, but I just want to give you an e-hug. I just want to hug you and remind you that everything will be all right once again, and God will show up for you. The God that you serve will show up for you. The God that you serve will show up for you. If you've lost a job, I don't know how that feels, but one thing that is clear to me is that you have lost a job or you haven't lost your life. So there's so much waiting for you out there, and there's so many people who are willing to help you and connect with you. Please use the channels, connect with them, but have it at the back of your mind that we're all going through this pandemic together and we're all doing everything to stay alive as much as we can. So once again, welcome to the Soul Stripping Spa Show. My guest is already at the lounge, chilling and waiting for us. I will bring him maybe in about 3 minutes. Before then, I would just like to introduce what the show is about. So this has been long time coming. This has been on my mind for so long, and I've been thinking and saying to myself, I love to talk, I love to impact, I love to be very real, I love to be vulnerable, I love to be truthful, I love to be blunt, I love to be kind. Like, what particular show can I put together and then people will be able to learn from? And then what is the desired outcome of the show, and what is the vision of the show? Why should people show up? Why should they learn? Why should they just be here? And the first thing that came to my mind was the show. If you're wondering what the Soul Stripping Spa Show is about, it is about how to increase your personal and professional influence, how to increase your personal and professional influence. And what that means is that we'll be as truthful as possible to tell you about how to make money and how to make meaning. So I'm a blend of two things in life. I help professionals make money and I help professionals find their meaning. So two things: discover your money making machine and discover your meaning making machine. And that is really what I do at the VIP intensive level of the Soul Stripping Spa. When high network individuals reach out to me and say, you know what, I want to discover my meaning. What exactly am I here for? And then how can I profit from my meaning or turn my meaning into a product? So they sign up for the VIP intensive spa session. This one is for the public, and this is what I want to do every Friday as my own way of connecting with upwardly mobile professionals on how to increase their personal and professional influence. And I'll be inviting a whole lot of professionals, especially professionals with value. For someone like me, I love value so much. I love character. When I say value and character, I don't mean perfection. I just love people who take responsibility for their existence and try as much as possible to be better than they were yesterday. So I'll be bringing professionals on board every Friday. I'll be talking to them, interviewing them. And the bottom line of all of this is that they will be as real as possible, as truthful as possible, and as realistic as possible. So today, my guest, some of you already know him, just in case you don't know him, but you've heard about his movement before in the country. He's the founder of the Voiceover Academy. And yes, Voiceover Academy, and one of the pioneers in the voiceover industry, especially in Africa, is someone who has a fantastic passion about what he does. Youth respect him. He's someone that I really, really love. I've known him for about 17 years, and I have seen him grow like I have grown. And we have both grown to become the face and voice, or the faces and voices of the different industry that we are in. So today I'll be inviting Oluwaseun Shobo. I'll be asking him some private and personal questions, and then we'll also be looking at the overall emotional moments in the country. One thing that I like to talk to him about is about millennials in the workplace, parents who are raising young adults, parents who to some extent have relationship with teenagers, or anybody who is standing in gap as a leader, whether you have some set of people you're working with who are millennials. For example, I have a serious concern about the quality of humans that are in Nigeria now, the quality of human beings, the quality of humans. And I say this with all level of truthfulness and responsibility. I just feel that there's a difference between how I was raised and how the younger people below age 30 are being raised. Now, we're not blaming them for anything. I see that they're very intelligent set of youths. I see that they are the youths who most especially gave us what you would call the digital experience, all of the things that we're seeing, the apps and all of the fantastic things. But I just see that there's something that is fundamentally wrong. There's something fundamentally wrong in a handful of things. And I am just concerned about the quality of humans that are there. But before we get all serious and I get into my serious mode, I'll be gisting with my friend Sheon. Shobo is a father of two. I remember when Shobo was single, like when he was really single. Like Shobo respected me when he was single. You know, like he really respected me. But I see some level of disrespect, and I know why. Like I really do know why, and I'm happy that I'm saying this. When Shobo was single, he was very respectful because there were lots of things he couldn't do. You know, but now that Shobo can do and undo, you know, I don't have to say anything, but now that Shobo has tasted a lot of things, you know, he has just gotten to a point where he's feeling like a god. You know, he's just feeling like he can do all things. You know, he was very respectful. Like recently, even when I call him, you just see him posing, you know, hey, emotions doctor, how are you? You know, you just know that he must have done something really terrible in the morning, and then he's all shaky in the afternoon. You know, yeah. So I just thought that you should know that Shobo's level of respect has reduced based on his marital status. And it is not really the marital status, it's based on a lot of things that I really cannot see. But you know, you need to jot things down. Yeah, you need to jot that human being is not normal, but you need to jot things down. So, guys, thank you so much for streaming in once again. And one more time, please, where are you streaming in from? Where are the awesome people? Could you please tell me what part of the country, what part of the world you're watching me from before I bring my guest and we shut the entire place down? Where are you watching and streaming in from? And if you have a question, please drop the question at the comment section so that we can talk about what you want us to talk about. Any questions? We have an hour to go. It is the Soul Stripping Spa Show with Oyin Consola Alabi, Friday Night Live show. Grab your popcorn, grab your drink, get your friends. Just show up here, YouTube, and chill because we'll be shutting it down. We're going to be real, raw, and extremely vulnerable. If you have questions, please throw the questions and please let me know. The comment section is open. Where are you watching us from? Where are you watching us from, please? Where are you watching us from? Let's go. Where are you watching us from? Where? What part of the world? What part of the country are you watching us from? Comment section. Let's go. Where are you watching us from? Please let's know, where are you tuning in from? Where are you tuning in from? Where are you tuning in from? Let's go. Where are you tuning in from? Anybody there? I see people watching us. Where are you tuning in from? Okay, I will not take too much time. Let me invite my guest, Oluwaseun Shobo, the founder of the Voice Over Academy. Voice Over Academy. Shobo, how are you?
Emotional.
Yeah, Iyano, thanks for showing up all the way from Oyo State. I remember that Amala challenge, that Amala junction, Iyano. That woman is still there. The moment you just get into Ibadan, you need to pay homage and give honor to whom honor is due. There's one lady at challenge. I don't know her name, but there's a brand at challenge. The last time I went there, I needed to eat amala, even though I'm not even an amala person. But I just felt it was going to be very disrespectful. You know, people have evangelized the anointing upon the meal.
But there's another one in Ibadan. There's one solid amala in Ibadan.
Yeah, I think it's that challenge. It's the same one.
It's not. No, it's. There's a name. There's a name they call it.
I can't remember.
I've forgotten it.
You know, the day I went there, you know, in Lagos, we act to. So the day I went there, we parked and then we got in. And as we got in, they just told us to pick a plate in Yoruba. Auntie Emabo, Emabo. So we now picked plate. They now said we should line up. You know, I stayed on the queue and I was laughing. I said, I must face this meal. Oh, Iyano has given it to us. Iyano says that the name of the place is called
Amala Sky.
Yeah. If you are not Nigerian and you're watching from anywhere in the world, you're welcome. There's just something called amala. It's a black starchy anointing. You swallow. I can't explain it. You have to taste it to feel it. So anytime you are in the country, just send us a DM. We'll represent and show up for you. Thank you so much, Iyano Oluwa. Welcome on the show, Shobo. What's going on? Shobo, you have reduced your respect now. You used to be very respectful. As at about 7 years ago.
Excuse me, I'm still respectful.
No. I think for me. As at about 7 years ago, you used to respect me a lot. You used to respect me a lot. But Mr. Shobo has triggered some things in you. I just noticed that the respect used to I started reducing.
Yeah, I'm eating big things.
And your voice was not this loud. You used to whisper at that time. But I'm so happy for you. And today is her birthday. Happy birthday, Mrs.
Happy birthday to my lovely wife.
You know, and I was telling somebody today, I said that Shobo is one person that I think I can say that he married right.
Honestly speaking, I think I can say that myself as well.
But you remember the first time I saw your wife in your room? What did I tell you?
Yes, you told me that was my wife. I remember.
You have not paid any offering. You have not paid any prophet offering. I remember that when she stood down. You have been paying prophet offering.
I paid offering.
It's true. I remember that day where she sat in your room and I was like, Shobo, who's that lady? And you mentioned her name and I was like, my wife with that too. And she was like,
I remember.
I'm telling you. Like I was telling my friend today, my friend Shobo, I was telling her today, I said, Shobo is one person that I can categorically say that I think he married right.
Yeah, I think God was just very.
He was kind to you.
On me.
I'm telling you. Because I told her, I said, no, that Shobo is one person that I can say that Shobo married a woman who loves him and who is in his corner.
Yeah.
You know that Shobo is one person that I can say married his wife. And I'm so happy for you. Today is her birthday. Tell us about her.
Oh, she's an amazing woman. You know, I think one of the most important things I love about my wife is the fact that she's my friend. You know, like the way I gist with you, like right. I can gist my wife for so long. You know, we talk. You know, and then it's to have a blend of somebody that's your friend and somebody you're attracted to is very rare.
Yeah.
Somebody that is your friend, and when she comes in you like this, your body go dey, you understand. So I mean, she's an amazing personality, and she's not conventional really. When you talk about the way she believes in God, the way she does her things. For example, I mean that girl she's a top class candidate now. As at when she was in school, she was on the first class. I think she finished a 2-1, a very high 2-1. But at the end of the day, she read economics. She could have gone to go and work with any bank or any major company, like that. But she said she was inspired by a guy that came to a university graduate that came to see her dad, who couldn't read and write. He couldn't write a letter, and she was like, "Wow, this is obviously apart from poverty, this is one of the major issues that teachers have. We don't have enough teachers. We don't have good teachers." And she decided to say, "You know what? I want to teach, and I want to raise the next generation properly." Which is when she started working at Corona, and really, it's been a passion. She's been doing it passionately, and I honestly salute her. I respect her. And I've always known that my wife, anybody I was going to marry, was going to be. I remember telling her that don't get shocked if you get more influential than me. When I told her, she was shocked. I said, how would I say that? She said, because men don't. She said, men don't say that. I said, trust me, I'm not one of those insecure guys. If you are more influential than me, it's still a blessing to me. Do you understand? It doesn't remove anything from me. So I said, if it happens to you, don't get surprised. I'm going to support you all the way. But I mean, I feel like that's what God is telling me. And my wife is going to be very influential. So if you get more influential than me, yeah, I know to some extent I have some level of influence, but if yours is more, and I've noticed it anything that I do, yeah, it's good. People like it. But when my wife comes in like this, everybody just, the gates just open widely, right? So I think she's a true blessing to my life, and I'm grateful to God for giving her to me as a gift, and of course, she has successfully helped me and given me 2 wonderful ladies as well, that I'm able to be a caretaker for, right? So I'm grateful for that as well.
Don't let me talk about that one. Let me leave you alone. Let me leave you alone on that matter. Okay, let's talk about. I'll be asking you questions. So let's talk about entrepreneurship. I know you've been an entrepreneur in Nigeria for at least 10 years. And I really want you to say the truth about entrepreneurship. The truth.
Right.
Not packaged conversation, not what we usually say on YouTube, on Instagram, all of those fantastic things. The truth about how we cry, how we submit proposals, chase proposals, how people negotiate, how people want to pay you with exposure, how they want to pay you an amount of money, how sometimes you may be having issues with your running costs, your salaries, how sometimes you may be questioning your dream. Should you pick a job? Should you relocate? Like, what exactly is going down for you as an entrepreneur?
Okay, first of all, let me start. Let me rewind to my story in terms of how I got into that space. I always wanted to be impactful through business, right? And while I was working at a PR firm called CMC Connect, my MD, he's more like a celeb now. His name is Yomibadi Joku, so I always wear one bow tie like that. The man came to the office one day very angry. Something happened at the office. He came in very angry that day, and he said, what is wrong with all of you? What is wrong with you? Why are you all behaving like chicken heads? I mean, at 24, I started this company. Then it was about 42. So when it was like I started this company at 24, and now you guys want to ruin it for me? Never. It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. you know, and I was about 20, I think I was about 26 or 27 as at that time. You know, so when I said, I mean, it just rang a bell. They hear like 24. This guy said I'm 24, and I'm sure he went through a lot. But for him to get to this place where he is, man, I think I can do it as well. You know, so that was one of the things that inspired me. Apart from the fact that I wanted to make an impact, you know, in the lives of people through my business. I decided after working there, I resigned and you know I started my first company, which was I mean I registered in a school. But yeah, ID Universal Projects Limited. So I started that. I
I
started
remember our black
brand school.
yellow shirt.
Yeah, yellow and black and stuff.
Yeah.
I feel like that was my business school, really. That was my business school. Right now, I'm doing business, you know. But I learned a lot of, I got hit by a lot of things. I mean, I cried a lot. I was the OOO, not CEO, but I had CEO on my card. I was the only operating officer.
Can you
You
imagine?
know, I was the only operating officer. You know, I was the customer care. I was the MD. I was the one that would go for meeting. I was the one that you know, and I think there I learned a lot of things. I learned how to the essence of branding, the essence of um, proposal writing. You know how you send the right proposals, what the things that you say. You know, I learned to handle rejection. You know, I mean, I also it was tough for me because there were times where people wanted me to cut corners with them, and I couldn't because I said, you know what, I want to do business with integrity. You know, so there were a lot of times where people tell you, Shobo is PR, everybody does it, but I just didn't feel like it was right. So obviously those times I really cried. I remember there was one time when I'm sure you remember when I used to run 100% leader. I remember.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I remember there was a time I got a note to the brand manager, in fact, to the legal advisor of Intercontinental Bank. Then I got it, and then she gave me a note to the brand manager, the head of corporate comms at Intercontinental Bank. I went to see the man. The man saw the proposal, was quite impressed, and at the end of the day, I then went to the person in charge of sponsorships. You know, and the guy took me into a room. He said, "Well, you know, if you want me to do this thing, just play the game." I said, "What's the game, sir? I don't understand." I was being very naive. He said, "You know, we will just have 50-50. We go give you this money, but you go pay 50% to the account. If not, if you don't give us, sorry." I said, so because, for example, let's assume we're asking for 1 million. You wanted me to give them 500K for doing nothing, you know?
Yeah.
You know, but I should just give you 500K like that, and then I will now be owing. I'll use that 500K. What we're supposed to do was, it wasn't like a profit-making thing, you know. It was something we did for Nigeria. So, I mean, 500K just give you like that straight, and we would now use that to collect 500K and then on it again. No, so I had to walk away. I told the guy, "I'm sorry, I can't do it." 4 years after that, we met at Lagos Business School. It was my classmate. It was my classmate, and I reminded him, you know, and he was like, "Bro, don't be so." You know, it was the frailty of
Did
life.
he pretend to forget?
Sorry?
Did he pretend to forget, or he remembered?
You pretended to forget, of course.
Yeah,
You
of
said,
course.
"Hey, I'm not sure." I said, "I remind you, this was so."
Yeah.
He said, "Oh, you know." And you know, the funny part of everything was he couldn't even finish his course. You know, I'm not trying to make fun of him, but he couldn't finish his course then because he couldn't afford to pay for it. You know, and I'm like, wow, the irony of life. You know, I mean,
Yeah.
then I'll probably be the guy that couldn't have afforded that. You know, but you know, I mean, we just had to switch lanes, and I'm grateful for that. And I mean, it's been a very tough journey. I won't tell you a lie because, like we were saying before, we came on this live. You know, Nigeria, it can actually abuse you. Like you always say, Nigeria should be taken in doses. Really, by the time from fueling your generator. For example, I came to the office today now, and they said one AC is the capacitor is bad. You know, I have to change that again. We have to release money to them to change that. You know, do different things. Or something happens to you, your toilet. I mean, there was a time the neighbors plumbing system here was wrong, so water was just pouring down. Then you wonder what's going on. I mean, I am not in charge of those things. There's an admin person here, but
Yeah.
at the end of the day, money is just going on different
Oh,
things.
yeah.
And you wonder what's happening. And then the banks are not making it easy for you. Tax people are not making it easy for you. It's because especially as somebody who wants to do business right, you want to pay the right taxes. Nobody's making it easy for you. Everybody just wants to eat from you. So it's really, it's not easy, but we are grateful for the lives that keep getting better from the things that we do. That's what keeps pushing us. And of course, people pay for our premium services. We're grateful for that as well. But we can't complain. But we won't say it's easy as well. But we're doing it. We're doing it.
Well done. Well done. So while you were talking, I was thinking of something. If there are three things that you want to tell professionals and entrepreneurs about branding, what would that be? I know that part of the titles or the roles that you play is the Brandmaster. So if you're going to speak to professionals and branding about personal brand, what are the three things about personal branding?
Okay, first of all, understand what your core idea is. I mean, I can't stress that enough. What is your core idea as a person?
What is a core idea? Maybe we should.
Right?
What is a core idea? What is a core idea?
What is a core? A core idea is basically one thing. Okay, let's make it very simple. Who are you? Who are you? That question, that long question that nobody can answer, is short but is long. Who are you? In one word, can you describe you? Right? So understand your core idea, because a lot of times when people do not understand that thing called the core idea, or that who are you question, they are not able, because once you realize who you are able to now filter into all the other parts, build your identity according to who you are. Your authenticity. Yes, let me put it that way. Your authenticity. What is that thing that makes you authentic, that makes you different and unique from other people? What is that core thing, right? That when we search through, we straight through, we remove you, we finish you, we will still find that thing there.
Then we so strip you.
Exactly. We so strip you. Exactly.
Then we shred you like this.
Exactly. What is that thing that we will find, whether or not? So we must be able to. There's something that everybody has. There's that authenticity about you. So where is that thing? How can we discover it? What is it? Right? So that's number one thing. Because a lot of times people go and they still come back to that place. They go, they're all over the place. Everybody's talking about them. But at the end of the day, they're either depressed or something happens, and then they make a U-turn back to that question. They have to answer that question before they take off again. Now, so who are you? What is your core idea? Some people also will call it your brand DNA. What is your brand DNA? What is that thing that defines you, or and then how do you build your brand, according to your authenticity? What are your elements, the elements of your brand, right? Or the essence of your brand? How do you make it directly proportional to the authenticity, your messaging? How proportionate is it to your authenticity, right? So for example, if Disney is saying, okay, we're all about fun and magic, right? Disney will not say, okay, because we're fun and magic, we will use a font that is just straight font, and our color will be black. It won't work that way. We are about fun and magic. Simple. Fun and magic. Look at their fonts. You see it. Disney playing around, different colors, and everything they do has a lot of colors for children. They have Disneyland. They can't just imagine you came to a Disney office and you are having things like a black elevator or something that looks very professional, official. It won't work, because why? Their core idea, or what they're all about, is fun and magic. That is the basic or simple thing that they're all about. So everything around them, the experience of that brand, is all about fun and magic. So let's assume you are somebody who is all about entertainment or who is all about humor. You know, whenever we are around you, we must feel that humor, right? We must feel that. If you're all about kindness, yes, let's without you coming out to tell us, oh, yeah, I'm kind. That is marketing you. We must enjoy and experience the brand. You know, and then we're able to say, wow, there's something about this lady. You know, so that's number two. How to connecting your identity or your essence with your core. And then number three for me is most important. Understanding that everywhere you go, there are footprints that you leave, right? Especially digitally for personal brands, you know, especially for, you know, millennials. I mean, I see some things online and I'm like, wow, did that person just,
Let's go there.
write that? You know,
Actually,
I mean,
let's go
so
there.
I mean,
Let's go there. You
I
know,
wonder,
millennials are
I
your
don't know,
people.
I don't understand this really. It
Shobo,
confuses me.
wait. You know, millennials are your people, and you know that I have a personal agenda for these humans, and I will tell you why. So I totally accept that we are millennials and the older version of the millennials, because I think some people say millennials are from 1981, some say millennials are from 1984. Whatever it is, I know that we fall in between. But I think that there's a difference between how we were raised and how people under 30 were raised. Now, some of them are good people, I must accept. I must also accept that a good number of them are intelligent, are creative, you know. But one thing that I see that not all of them have is that they lack wisdom. They lack wisdom. And I have a personal reservation about that. So I want us to talk, because I know that Voiceover Academy, the humans who show up there are young adults. So I'll give you an example. I am here now. Before I got on live, a millennial has sent me a DM to say she wanted to host me somewhere tomorrow. And I'm like, that can work. And she started pleading that I should show up. And I'm like, you're giving me 12 hours notice. I have never met you. I don't know who you are. Like, I don't know you at all. And then you send me a DM and I kindly respond, you know, and then you are pleading that I show up. So if that thing was important to you, what kept you from inviting me earlier? If you were so desperate to host me, why are you giving me 12 hours notice? And then she was like, oh, it is something, circumstances beyond our control. I said, my rejection is also beyond my control. You know, and then she went ahead, you know me now, you know, and then she went ahead to say, oh, even if it's for just 5 minutes. And I'm almost like, what language am I supposed to speak for you to understand? Like, I've spoken English. What other language do you get? But I didn't even respond. But I just felt, how disrespectful. So in June, I hosted a personality and someone very respected in Nigeria and everywhere that people know him, a brand icon, Mr. Leke Order. And I remember that we sent him an invite. The event was slated for June last month. We sent him an invite 6 months before. And then somebody is booking me in 12 hours and almost pleading the blood of whatever that he or she worships. And I'm like, no, it's just not going to happen. Like, no, it's just not going to happen. So I want us to talk about, what do you think has gone wrong in parenting? So let me tell you my own perspective. I think that when you look at a nation, and a nation is a reflection of three things. In my own way, a nation is a reflection of three things. A nation is a reflection of the family structure. A nation is a reflection of the religious structure, and a nation is a reflection of the educational structure.
I agree.
If a nation has broken down, those three things are broken down. Something is wrong at the family level, something is wrong at the religious center, something is wrong at the educational center. Because I think that every human being is divided and split into three. Number one, you are split into number one, it would be how you were raised. Number two, how you were educated. Number three, the God you submit to. So a nation reflects family, reflects education, and reflects religion. And
Right.
interestingly, Nigeria has a carryover in those three.
I was going to say that none of them works.
Interestingly, we have a carryover. And if you look at African countries, we have a carryover in those three
Yeah,
things. If you
very
look
correct.
at other countries, especially the developed ones, you will see that they respect, even if family has a question mark, education hardly.
Mm,
Education is
mm,
holding something. It's at the
right.
helm of affairs. And then you see that religion may have a question mark, but education is usually strong. But
Right.
at three
Right.
levels, nothing is going on in Nigeria. So let's talk. Kí ló ń ṣẹlẹ̀ gangan? Kí ló ń ṣe àwọn ọmọ tó ń raise? You know, those your children. Like, Shobo,
you know,
kí ló àwọn ọmọ ẹ̀ yẹn náà? Like, what is going on with you and your children?
I think really one of the things that I see that I think I would go with your template of parenting, education, and also the religious sector. But I'll put that last, but parenting, very, very important. Education, very important. But I also think that they generally do not, even some of them, their parents probably have tried, have tried a lot to get this thing into them. But I feel like some of them are very easily swayed by peer pressure. They don't understand. Yes, they are very easily swayed by peer pressure because if you talk to them, you find out that the idea they have is that life is a sprint. They do not understand that life is a marathon. They want to run life with the energy of the sprint. They want to run a marathon with the energy of the sprint. That's
But what
the way
is
they
the
are.
difference between how we were raised and how they are being raised? What do you
I
think?
think one of the things that contributed to, apart from our parents and the rest of that, I think the content that was given out then and now is different. Media. I feel like media is another kind of parenting. It's another type of parenting because really, we go to church, right? From 9 to 12 on Sundays.
Yeah.
There are people in church. On Friday, 1 o'clock to probably 3 p.m. People are in the mosque, taking their Jumat services. And those are just maybe 3 to 4 hours in those religious houses. And then we go back and the media feeds us so many things. So many things. Parenting on from Monica. Some of us now, our children at 4 are already operating phones. They already know what YouTube is. They know what apps are. Those are things that are parenting them. So how are we, because there's no control, there's no control, there is no sensor, there's nothing that controls us. Because when you can infiltrate anything into the media, trust me, the society is going to be a photocopy of that thing. That's the truth. Because really, what do we see now? What do we see in the media now? What pornography? Is a common thing. Everybody now is shouting for equality. In terms of sexuality, so many things are happening. And it's getting to be a normal thing. Those were not things that we grew up with. That's the truth. Well, you gotta remember, I'm sure you remember when we were growing up, those are the songs that we're singing and our mothers were singing. But
I'm telling you, in the morning,
those ones are even spiritual. Let's talk about the secular ones. If you love me, you
this
pray
one
for me.
now. When you wake up now,
Yeah. Even the ones that were very bad songs. Let's assume something like Monica. If Monica look at me, I don't go die again.
Our
those things are still humorous.
Was Lepagao. I'm telling you.
But now, I mean, people like yesterday, as I was scrolling on Instagram, I saw a guy that was trending on Twitter. He used a naked woman, in his video. I mean, a naked woman that he wants that video to play. He's probably going to put that video on YouTube, and he wants that video to play on national TV. And of course, he wants somebody else to see that video and think that women are not toys. How is that going to happen? Do you understand? I mean, how is that going to happen? Because, for example, one of the things I'm always asking God for right now is, Father, I need a lot of capital because I need to infiltrate the media with a very major agenda, content, wholesome content, because nobody's doing that. Very few people are doing that. Everybody wants the dollar bill, Everybody wants the dollar bill. It's all about
I have a
Benjamin.
serious question for you.
Yeah.
The question is, so let's look at it. For people who are not sexually active, whether Christians or Muslims or people who naturally just have this value or sense of moralism or something, yes, they have some sense, morals in their head, who are not sexually active. I could ask them a particular question, especially Christians, because I am a Christian and I respect every other belief and all, but I keep asking them a question. And then I see that if they say to me they're not having sex, more than 90% of the time, more than 90%, according to my survey, more than 90% of the time, they are either masturbating or watching pornography.
Right.
And I am getting concerned. When I say I'm getting concerned, is the fact that what exactly, because I look at the scripture and I'm very real with you. I look at the scripture and I say that when the scripture was saying it is better to marry than to burn, it was talking to these humans who were getting married before age 20. Look at Mary, Joseph, all of them got married before age 20. If you look at the cultural background, they were less than 20.
Yeah.
And a good number of them got married before 20. I'm thinking that it is easier to get married before 20. And then you really didn't have this social media pandemic. And then people are in their 30s, they are in their 40s, and even though they desire to get married, they are not married.
Right.
Like they are not married. So they have prayed, they have fasted, they have dropped the tithe and the seed offering and all of the hypnotism that you humans do. They have done all. But they've done all, but they are freaky single. Like single in a stupor, single in a pandemic. Like they are single. Whatever, they are single. Yeah. I thought you should know they are single. So I am then concerned because during the pandemic, the first effect of what I interpret, because I wrote an article on it on the how porn influences rape. And I just saw during the pandemic, there was something people had, their phone and data.
Right.
And that just looked very dangerous to me. How do you have a phone and a data and you don't expect an average person to explore? People could not have been reading all through. They could not have been logging onto the website. Yes. And interestingly, pornographic sites were doing freebies at that time. I'm not making some so that I will not give them whatever mileage. Pornographic sites were doing, in fact, there was a particular site who was doing an award night that I ran into on Twitter. And people were talking about it. These people are doing award night. And I'm like, these ones are not even joking. You can see that their industry boomed during the isolation time and the lockdown.
Yes.
And I am getting concerned for religious humans. I'm getting concerned for millennials because I see a particular trend where we have become a sexually addicted culture.
Yes. Yeah.
A situation in which if there is no sex in a relationship, it's not making sense. People must be squeezed, they must be turned upside down, they must probably break their necks, they must explore. People are even using handcuffs and koboko to flog themselves.
It's called fetish. Fetish.
They are flogging them. So these are people that, when they flogged them when they were younger, they said it was emotional abuse, child abuse. They are now adults and they are volunteering to be flogged. I don't even have their time. There are many like that. They are even handcuffed. But they can handcuff them. They are spreading them. Yeah. So I am getting concerned about what is going on, especially singles who are not sexually active. And I know that you had a good record before you got married. So, but you got married at 30. That was even kind.
Right. Right.
That was a good age.
No, be kind though.
But that was a
No,
good
be
age.
sporty though.
No, it wasn't small, but it's a good age. Because I'm thinking, just imagine for a second that you are single at 37.
Man, I won't lie to you.
You just imagine this, Abi, and I see you are shaking your head. Imagine for a second
I won't lie to you, man.
that you are single at this
It would have been really
age.
tough.
Yeah. Imagine for a second. So I know that you are also a pastor. What are you people talking about? Because quite truthfully, I just think that people should have a shower, they should go and jog, they should speak in tongues, they should read their Bible, they should call a friend. You know, all of those gimmicks that you people are telling us to be doing. I am here to announce that it has expired. So, as a man of God, what are you telling your members?
Honestly speaking, the truth is nobody can actually give you an answer to what to do. That's the truth. Because it's a personal choice. It's a tough time to be single.
When you begin to speak with accent, I know
No, I'm telling you the truth.
It's a tough time. Shobo, we already know it's a tough time.
Even to be married is even a tough time. Let me tell you something. I'm married, I love my wife so much, but I took a survey at the office. Three guys. Okay. Myself and two other guys. And I asked a question. I said, which of us has been on Instagram and has not had a on seen something? Maybe a girl twerking or something. Nobody, none of us could say no. We've all had that experience, including me going. Yeah. You understand? So it's whether you're even single or married, it's tough. But it's tougher for people that in that just single and trying to keep it very clean and stuff. But really, what I would say is, honestly, there's like I said, I can't give a solution. There's no solution I can say. There's nothing I can say that can say.
Come on, give a suggestion. Come on, don't give solution. Give suggestion.
Honestly, I feel like what I feel ladies should do, or should I talk about ladies? I should just talk about everybody generally.
Everybody. What should singles do? The singles who are not sexually active.
Man, that's a tough question.
I know.
That's really
singles who are not, because whether you guys like it or not, I have met more singles who are watching porn and masturbating. A guy particularly said to me that if you talk to 10 men, be rest assured about 8 or 9 of them are masturbating. And I thought that was truthful. And I thought it was true because I talked to them. There was a time I did a survey, I have 476 responses. And about something of them agreed that they were watching porn and masturbating. And interestingly, the survey was for church leaders, no, religious leaders. So either Muslims or Christians. Ironically, 80% were Christians. So we are speaking in tongues and masturbating. So we are doing porn again Christian. It's porn again. And we're not judging anybody, but I am looking for what is the solution. Because when people are hungry, they will eat. There's a solution for hunger. There's a solution also for thirst. But the solution for sex is sex. And when you now withdraw that and say that, oh, God will be upset, God will be angry, all of those things that people say, yeah.
No, see.
What are you supposed to do? Because showering is just going to implicate it or increase it. And you can't be jogging up and down. Even the Bible says that it's only a wicked man that runs when no man chases it. That's why sometimes I don't feel like jogging. Because I'm not a wicked person. So, and then people say, oh, call your friends. I'm not going to hang out with anybody during a pandemic. Like I'm suspecting everybody is suspecting me.
Well, I mean, I think one of the things that a lot of Christians do not do, that's from my own personal survey and notice,
Mm,
is especially um, people that are in leadership positions. They are
mm,
hardly vulnerable. That's the truth.
mm,
They hardly talk to anybody. Of late we heard of a pastor
mm,
who sexually harassed a couple of congregants. You know,
mm,
um, about it's 7 of them or so. Very cool guy. I mean, this guy when he preaches fire, right?
mm,
Um, but he had. I mean, I heard that. I mean, on Twitter they dragged him
mhm,
a lot, saying
mm,
he was asking for nudes and the rest of that.
mhm,
And I mean, I confirmed it because I was bothered. I was bothered,
mm,
and I confirmed it from a member of his church.
mhm,
And what surprised me was the fact that you know um, he was a very hot, fiery preacher. And it just made me conclude
mm,
that people in that position or positions like that need
mm,
people that they are vulnerable to.
mm,
Obviously, he was not somebody that was vulnerable. And when people call you Papa, Papa, Papa,
mm.
it gets into your head, and you're not able to even say,
No, Papa
you know,
equals Papa, Papa.
you know, and that thing gets to the head of men. I say, well, Papa, my mentor,
Mm,
and you are not able to want to let them know that you are human as well, and you
mhm,
have issues, right?
mm,
So I think that people, Christians, that especially the ones in leadership positions, should
mhm,
always try to get people to talk to and confide in, because
mm,
you're not an island, right?
mhm,
You have feelings. You have, when especially the ladies, your ovulation times. There are times you feel you want to have sex.
mm,
You want to
mm,
you want a man to enter you. That's the truth.
mm, mm,
But if you are denying it, for to what end? Yeah, it's just
mhm,
you are denying it. At the end of the day, you're going to go and watch porn. Really, what's the use? Get
mm,
somebody to talk to, have a conversation with somebody about
mhm,
it. By the time you know it, it becomes something that you guys begin to laugh about. And
mm,
it becomes really not much of a burden again, right?
mhm,
It will happen from time to time, but at the end of the day,
mm,
you must get somebody that you are. Because, for example, I've had friends who have been in those positions that when we talk, say, Shobo, mo fẹ́ bá girl yìí sùn sí, mo ṣe wà báyìí, mo fẹ́ bá sùn.
mm,
And there was a guy that
mm,
had a lady in his house, and they had already concluded the whole thing, and he just said he wanted to call me, and I just told him, I said, guy,
mm,
to what end? After everything,
mm,
what did he get? I said, I feel you. I feel as you did feel.
mm,
But Baba,
mhm,
calm down, calm down. Everything are the
mm,
same. Yeah, everything under
mhm,
that place are the same. Do you understand? And
mm,
just the face is different.
mm,
The taste
mhm,
are the same, are the same thing. Do you
mm,
understand?
mm,
Now our mind, we dey use do the
mhm,
whole gymnastics. Do you get?
mm,
So
mhm,
I mean, try to. And when we spoke, he just calmed down, and really nothing happened that day. Nothing actually
mm.
happened to him that day. And I mean, honestly, I can't take the glory, but really, he helped. Him calling
Yeah.
me helped, really.
Mhm,
So I feel like a lot of people in um, that category are very
mhm,
secretive. They're very, very
mm,
secretive, and that's one thing a lot of people don't like about me.
mm.
Yeah, I was a pastor. I'm a pastor, a leader in church. but
I was a pastor.
no, I was going to say I was the president,
Okay.
of the youth fellowship. That's what I was going to say.
Mm,
And I was very vulnerable. I was very real. I'll tell you the way it is.
mm,
I mean, I did deal with girl. I did feel I get erection. Nobody say this thing, but I
mm,
won't let my erection determine my direction. That's it. It's very
mhm,
important for me.
mm,
It's not easy. But I tell my guy, Baba, baby, feel it. I did feel this babe. How we go take when you call yourself no now. And sometimes I did talk to you, say, baby, you are okay. You are okay. You know. But a lot of people cannot do that. A lot of people are too proud to do that. They just feel like,
mm,
I mean, me, I can't be talking like that. Me, don't you know I'm a pastor? I'm a man of God.
mm,
You got to be real. You got to be real. I mean, the first day I heard my father-in-law say that you have a wife and you can't suck her breast. I said, all of you now, you be doing like you didn't hear that one. The man of God that preaches every Sunday, he said that. He said you have a wife and you can't suck her breast. You must let them just suck it. You know, and you know it's true. It's true. I mean, my father in the Lord said that. He said that, you know, at the marriage thing. But a lot of people there, they will do like all they do from morning till night is speak in tongues. You know, it's not right. You know, when God first he made us human first. So for example, if you're gonna have sex with your wife, is it we lift our hands in the sanctuary? Is that what they're gonna play? You know, to set out the mood.
God
No,
will
now.
make a way.
It's not possible. Don't tell me that. Don't tell me that. You know, I mean, so
So you're suggesting conversations for singles and maybe thought dissolution.
Right.
There's another one that I talk about, Sexual Transmutation by Napoleon Hill. So if you're watching us, it is the 11th chapter of a book called Think and Grow Rich. You can download the book. Google. Sexual transmutation is extremely key. It is what I practice, you know,
Right.
But one thing that is also key is I think that religious centers should begin to delve into these conversations. All of jog up and down, speak in tongues, read your Bible. People have grown. Like people have grown. We're not talking about Barney and Christmas here. We're talking about real issues. You know, people don't work. We're not here to work and people want comfort, pleasure, and then this pandemic is taking away pleasure and entertainment, and people are getting stressed out. And as they are getting stressed, they are looking for outlets to distress. You know, and pornography and masturbation look like the easiest because nobody would actually see them. You know, and then they are left with their conscience. And then when you watch pornography and you masturbate, one of the side effects is premature ejaculation. You know, so that are realities that people need to have conversations about. You know, so I also have another question, which is for now we're going back to professionals, and the question is if there are
but I want to call you out too. I want to call you out because you're always working. When
you are the one who thinks I always work.
You people,
you think that I always work. Like
you're always training.
I went to work yesterday from 2 p.m. till 2 p.m. today. Tomorrow I'm on the beach all through.
Okay, I'll come and check you. I will check you.
I will even send you pictures. Myself,
you people should tell her she's a workaholic.
Yeah, and one other person. No, we're on the beach all through tomorrow. Like tomorrow, I'm sure. That's why I said that the person who wanted to host me on radio tomorrow, that I was saying, nah, it's not going to happen. That one that was saying, no, even 5 minutes, I don't have time. I work actually, but
you work a lot. You work a lot.
I totally agree. Yes, but what do you think I should be doing?
Go around like mix around. No. When you call, you know me, I'm going to call you out. You hardly mix. You hardly mix around. I'm going to call you out that.
Are you making pancake or cake?
You need to mix. I need you to mix. You know, you are always training every time. Always training. Either you're training or you're reading or you're doing something. You know, I want you. Let's go out. Let's go. You know, let's go.
We can't go out to the pandemic, baby boy. We can't go out to the pandemic.
You can't go out. No, of course. Yeah. Yes, you can use the pandemic as an excuse now. You don't have to say these things since.
But pandemic is ending next year.
Since okay, we're waiting till next year. We're here.
So I will make you proud. So my final question. This will be on personal branding, and it will be personal branding for entrepreneurs who have organizations. So, you know, the first thing we said was personal branding for entrepreneurs. So like personal branding for Emotions Doctor. So now personal branding for Emotion City. So we're going from the brand to the company. Yeah. What are the three major things that you think that if an entrepreneur can focus on in the company that they are running, you know, or the company that they own will increase their profit? Because people are looking for how to make more money at this time, and understandably so. So what are the three things that if an entrepreneur can invest in and boost sales?
Okay, first of all, one of the things I think you should invest in is your staff. And I think what you should do is a lot of people pay brand influencers. I mean, it's not a smart way to go. It's not a smart way. I'm not saying that it's not good to pay brand influencers before they come for me and say that this guy will spoil our business. No. First of all, build influencers internally. Build influencers internally. What is the use of getting influencers to draw crowd to you, right? And then your staff in-house who are not influenced by your brand are chasing people away via their experience. You get it doesn't make sense. So build internal influencers before hiring external influencers. Because a lot of people right now you think it's just for them to go and get people to drive traffic. What's the use of driving traffic when you cannot sustain that traffic? And that's what happens to a lot of people. You get all these guys to talk about your brand, do a skit for your brand. It drives traffic to you. You have 50,000 followers or 100,000 followers, and then you cannot sustain that followership. People are going and calling you out on Instablog, and then you're putting it out upon all your 50,000. So you can have 50,000 and still be stagnant. You get what I'm saying? So for me, for example, I have how many followers do I have on Instagram? About 3,008. And I can't tell you. I can't tell you a lie. I have made millions on Instagram. Yeah, just my own personal pick. I'm not even talking about VoiceOver Academy, or VoiceOver Bank and those other ones. Millions of naira. Basically just consulting for people or telling people, because it's really about the quality of people that follow you, not the quantity. Followership is good because sometimes that's what brands look at. But at the end of the day, when you have that followership and you cannot sustain it, what is the use? So first of all, build internal influencers. Let your staff be the first ambassadors. Let them own it. Let them know that if this is a partnership, it's not just about you. If you're being bad guy, by the time all of them leave you, now you still remain for there. So first of all, always realize that your staff are partners with you. Don't see it. Don't be a slave driver. Know that this is a brand, because you treat it like a brand. It's not your brand, it's our brand. Let's treat it like our brand, because one day you're going to get old, you want to start traveling about, and you probably want to hand over to somebody that is competent and can get the job running. So it's all about, and because a lot of entrepreneurs in Nigeria now, it's all about, I want to own 100% of my business. Really, if the business is profiting, is profitable, and maybe we started with a 5% market share, and now we're about 50% market share. Why, if you have a 50% market share and you're that profitable, what is wrong with you saying, okay, if you have a very, very loyal and faithful staff who has driven, who has been very ambassadorial in the way he runs things for your organization, what is then calling him and saying, you know what, I want to give you a percentage of this shares in this company, especially if he has shown that he's loyal to you, and say, it's now you have ownership, yes, I'm still on the board, but I'll just, you take ownership. There's no way. That's legacy. You have passed down the legacy to somebody, so I think that is one thing that people should invest in their staff. Number two, because all these things make up your brand experience, but your staff, first of all, your brand identity is very key. Be careful of the kind of colors, kind of fonts that you use. Those things, those things have, they are what they call subtle. They are subtle noisemakers. Do you know sometimes just by the design of your flyer, people can tune off from something that you are doing or from a product you're selling. People say, "Oh, Shobo, it's not true." But go back, do a research. This is researched. Go back and do a research. You find out that those little things, because there's an unconscious, there's a way you emotional or psychological people can explain it better. But there's this subconscious to which people connect to brands. There's a subconscious connection to brands, which is why you find that the Coca-Cola has been using red ever. All ever. Why? Because red red stimulates hunger. It stimulates thirst, which is why a Coca-Cola will not advertise to you in a hot manner. They won't put your Coca-Cola on a billboard and make it hot. It's intentional. They will make it sweaty. It's intentional. So there's something in your brain. There's something is informing in your brain that whenever you're going to buy Coke, always ask for a cold, chilled Coke. That is it. And then when you drink it, you have that experience and you go, So when you go to their sales and marketing or brands, you see that they've drawn out that map of how you are going to make that move to get that Coke into your hand. So it's intentional. Let everything that has to do with your identity, please let it be intentional. And don't be scared to evolve. Number 3, don't be scared to evolve. In these times, that is what I see a lot of brands need to do. It's time for evolution. Don't just stay in one place and say, with the pandemic, yes, evolve. You need to evolve. What else can we do better? Who can we partner with? Who is in our industry that we are doing different things, but we can still pivot to a higher level. Just like Puff Puff and Small Chops. How did Puff Puff start rolling with Small Chops? Now, imagine then, we want to buy 100 naira Puff Puff, and it was like maybe almost filling a bowl, right? Now, with Small Chops, you want to get Small Chops, maybe the list of the Small Chops right now is probably like 1K or so, You just put 2 Puff Puff there. That means the Puff Puff has more value now.
By the time it's Small Chops, it's not particularly Puff Puff anymore.
Exactly. Yeah. So the Small Chops,
hot bunny.
Yeah, it's not hot bunny. So you can imagine, it's evolution. Evolution is key when it comes to trying to scale up your business or as an entrepreneur. So try. You might for some people you might need to partner with somebody or collaborate with somebody. For some people you might just need to add some new products. Probably something more digital. For example, for us at the Voice of Our Academy, we've always had live courses or on-site courses, but we decided to say, you know what, let's start a digi course, and then we're also building something for online courses for voiceover specifically. So I mean, those are ways we're trying to pivot. And at the end of the day, what we're going to be doing very soon now is having a base where voiceover talent or teachers of voiceover work are earning royalties from us. Which is collaborating with them. We drop the curriculum for them. They research about it, come and teach it, and then we put it online. And then for everyone that is sold, maybe let's assume your course is sold, you have a percentage of that course. So it's all everybody benefiting together. And everybody is making money. We're all smiling to the bank. We're all happy together. Really. So evolution. Training, building influencers internally, and also making sure you pay more attention to your brand identity. Yeah.
Thank you so much, Shobo, for your time. If there is something that you would like to share with the live audience, like the first would be, where can we find you? Because I know that you keep saying that we can make money from our voices, even though you haven't made money, helped me to make money from my voice.
You.
Yeah.
You have my time. You have my time. You that
so where can we find
tomorrow you're in London.
Where can we find you? Final word here. Pandemic has really spoiled my show. Like, let me just leave them out for now. So if we're looking for you, where can we find you? And then your final words to every professional watching us this evening.
All right. So you can find me on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. Facebook, I'm Shobo. On Instagram, I'm Shobo, the Brandmaster. And on Twitter, I'm Shobizo, SHOBIZZLE at Shobizo. And of course, LinkedIn, Shobo as well. My website is thebrandmaster.me. Thebrandmaster.me. I've not launched it yet, but it's something you can go there. You want to book me? Bookings at the Brandmaster.me. Voice Over Academy. You can also follow the organizations that I founded and I head at the moment. VoiceOver Card on Instagram, VoiceOver Bank, the VoiceOver Bank on Instagram as well. They're big on Instagram. On Twitter is also VoiceOver Card and the VoiceOver Bank on Instagram and Twitter. Yes, yes. So
Thank
for
you
me,
so much.
yeah.
No, the final words to the entrepreneur.
Final word for professionals
Yeah.
is something I've just I've been saying a lot in this pandemic. Every disadvantage is pregnant with an advantage, right? And I'm not trying to say aspire to inspire so that you can retire. No, but listen, just take time out to listen to that. Every disadvantage. Now, so you might think that this is in a major time where things are so bad for everyone, but even in these disadvantageous times, there are some advantages. If you look, it's all about perspective. Perspective is what makes it different. And how are you seeing, with what lens are you looking at? Are you seeing half empty or half full? So whatever the thing, the challenge of your business is, there might be some real disadvantage right now, but for some people it might be advantageous to close it. For some people it might be advantageous to scale up. Whatever it is, it's pregnant with an advantage, right? So don't give up, keep pushing. All right.
Thank you,
Emotions Doctor, for inviting me. I feel privileged and highly honored.
Yes,
to be
so
on
you are the
your
first guest
platform.
to be launched here, so it just looks like a digital honeymoon. So that's what I have done. Thank you so much for your time. Thank you. So you can Google Shobo. He is the Brandmaster. He is also the founder of the VoiceOver Academy. My name once again is Onyinkansola Alabi, the founder of Emotion City. My handles everywhere in the world is at Emotions Doctor. Thank you for hanging out with us. The essence of the Soul Stripping Inspire is to help you increase your personal and professional influence. This same time will be when we'll be gathering next week, Friday. And my guest is the one and only Praise for Wowe. Praise has a reputation of scattering and disrupting. Table breaker. So please tell your enemies, tell the people you love and you are still struggling to love, whatever it is, just inform them. This time next week, I will be here with the one and only Praise for Wowe. And then the upper week, just stay tuned. And then we'll begin to bring entertainers also. We need to let people know and be as truthful as possible, because it is the Soul Stripping show where we're soul shredding people and asking questions. Praise will be here next week. Oluwaseun was here today and he spoke to us about personal branding and how to increase your personal and professional influence. Please do have a fantastic and a wealthy weekend and stay tuned as you follow us online and we bring you all the goodies in the world. Thank you guys. Have a wealthy Saturday and a wealthy Sunday and of course a productive week. Till I see you next week. My name once again is Onyinkansola Alabi, your emotions doctor. Thank you, Shobo. Be good. I wanted to do what I wouldn't do, but
don't do what I wouldn't do.
Have a good night, people from Ibadan. Everybody, Arepo, State, Wumi, Jolapo, Aja, Iyano, everybody. Thank you guys for being here. We will see you next week, Friday. Bye.
Alrighty, bye.